receiving a message.
That is probably a good thing.
And how is that a good thing?
Because they will not get sick when they are forced to look at your ugly face on the view screen. Besides, it is your fault the system is broken again.
And how is your incompetence my fault?
It was not I who decided to have a midnight showing of our Cardassian captive in the shower.
Yes, but the crew enjoyed it. Especially when she sunned herself on her rock.
But now she sabotaged the whole security camera system to make sure it would not happen again.
Cartar, tend to this console, if you please. I cannot get it to function at all.
Who has been playing with this?
I thought it was you.
Nothing.
Admit it, you cannot repair it. We should replace you with a pair of fine art.
It should replace you with a pack-led. At least he would look at the star chart so we would not get lost. I knew that this was your fault. Missing something?
There it is.
You and your Sailor Moon collection. Tell me, do you still sleep with your teddy bear?
Cartog, you are pathetic. You need to move out of your father's basement and get a life. I would even bet that you have never been with a female.
But of course I have. Just ask your mate.
Enough! I am trying to concentrate. And I cannot if the two of you are starting and arguing like two pig-faced Tellarite children.
As if you do anything on this ship at all. Why do we even need a science officer?
And why must I be stuck on the bridge with the likes of the two of you?
Because your only other source of entertainment is to sort your test tubes.
At least those test tubes serve a useful purpose aboard this ship, unlike some members of the crew.
Are you still upset about last night?
What is there to be upset about? Just because you were unable to perform. Poetry.
And if you did not have such a weak throwing arm, you would have deserved better poetry.
We will show you.
The gentle sounds of Parma. Do not mind me. I will just stand here and watch.
Oh, but Cartar, I would not like you to feel left out.
Enter on the bridge! To your stations, or I will find someone to fill your places. Status report.
Warp drive has been restored.
Operations, engage cloak. Help, set a course for Drenome Sar. Warp factor 2.
But that is within Romulan space.
Bishop, come in. We have our orders. We are to pick up their ambassadorial team and escort them to Kittimer. It seems the new Romulan Senate wishes to discuss a treaty with the High Council.
More like coming to us with their tail between their legs
like little whipped puppies. Word has it that the last new Praetor was killed in battle with the Federation Starship Enterprise. Not to mention that he killed off the entire Senate before he even took power.
Perhaps we should continue to let them kill each other off. I am sure the universe would not miss such a dishonorable race.
And I would tend to agree with you, but these orders are highly placed. Keep watch on the long-range sensors and report anything that is out of the ordinary.
Long-range sensors are offline.
Why are the sensors offline?
I needed some parts to repair the warp drive controls. Not to worry, the quartermaster assures me that we should have the parts by next Tuesday.
Then we will have to use the short-range sensors and be quick to respond if a situation arises.
Understood.
Admiral, what's about the Romulan that we have on board?
She may be useful in our dealings with the ambassador, but I would keep an eye on her, just the same.
That I will.
Of course you will. You two seem to be close as of late. Perhaps there is more here than meets the eye?
I have noticed you spying on me. Do you question my honor?
It is not your honor that I question, Kator. I am merely stating a concern. You seem to have a fondness for Romulan females, and you have been close to the Romulan fugitive as of late. The crew is beginning to talk.
Ah, people will always talk of baseless things. The same could be said regarding the rumors concerning you and your brother.
Ah! It was not my fault that he escaped. Do you wish to take and question my honor now, Kator?
This is no time for petty little arguments. We are Klingons, and we have a duty to the Empire.
Then I suggest that we keep the weapon systems ready, just in case.
An excellent suggestion. Sergeant Major, weapon systems at the ready.
Chop, chop. Kartok! Why do we not have a tactical computer?
No tactical computer?
I needed some parts to repair the helm control. Apparently someone spilled root beer in the console again. Not to worry. The quartermaster assures me that we should have the parts by next Tuesday.
Tuesday. Then I want someone who's skilled at aiming manually on that system.
It will be done. But first, I must go prepare security for our guest. Bartender, boasting again about your latest kill? What food group did you annihilate this week?
Sergeant Major, sit, have something to eat. I would recommend a skull stew, but there does not seem to be any left.
Only a fool would get between Bolton and his food. Cadet, is there But enough of this. I have more important matters to speak about.
Action at last! I hope it is not another bug hunt.
No. We are to escort a Romulan delegation to Kittimer for peace treaty negotiations.
Romulans? Are we gonna allow them to talk on board?
It's worse than a bug hunt. Never feel comfortable dealing with Romulans.
I am certain you do not have to try their food. But if you would like, you can come down to sick bay, and I will gladly pump your stomach for you.
No. That will not be necessary. I can handle the food, though it is considerably flat, and their purple stuff doesn't even wiggle at all. It's just the Romulans themselves I cannot stomach. They are just so devious, and I fail to see what can be accomplished with any sort of beacon.
Is the Admiral sure this is wise, considering how treacherous the Romulans are?
It is not my decision. Tempers are already on edge. One false sneeze, and it could set off a major battle. Voltaire? Voltaire? Voltaire!
There is nothing like a good sneeze to clear the mind.
Speaking of minds, I think I just saw yours shoot across the room. Now prepare yourself for our honored guest. I will be on the bridge.
Is this a piece of your brain?
Oh, but I'm certain that marinated in just the right sauce, it will make an excellent midnight snack. Oh, he's down. I have lost my appetite.
And I see from your looks that you are glad to see me. You should be happy. More of your 40-year potty-buck are coming on board. What? Afraid they might bring down the property value of your ship?
You speak bravely for someone who has the special attention of the Admiral beyond his left.
If you did not make yourself such a large target, it might almost be worth the fines.
Watch yourself, Romulan, or you may wake up and find yourself at tar pig.
Then I'm not gonna have to worry, because before that'll happen, you will have eaten them all.
Admiral, nearing Trenon Sar. There is a Romulan vessel in orbit.
Operations, drop cloak. Take us out of orbit.
The Romulan vessel is hailing us.
On screen.
I am unable to get a visual. Communications equipment is not fully functional.
Let me guess. Tuesday.
Oh, actually they said see you next Wednesday.
And it will have to be on audio.
This is Sub-Commander Tamar of the Romulan craft Slur. Please prepare to receive our ambassador, Hector Party.
We will transmit the coordinates. Sergeant Major, inform security to meet them in the transporter room and escort them to the mess area.
Look, sweet.
Kator, I want you to greet our guests personally.
Yeah, with pleasure.
Pourquoi? Pourquoi?
You are improving. However, I do not have time to work with you on your lessons today.
You do seem to be more trouble today than usual.
Romulan delegation is coming on board. There seems to be some parts of a negotiation exchange.
Ah, that explains why everyone's so irritable today. I suppose you're anticipating problems?
From an inept group of Romulans claiming to be a negotiation party? That's impossible. However, since their entire empire is in total disarray, I suspect they will do anything to regain power.
It intrigues me with the way you see my people. You degrade them, but you seem to be fascinated by them at the same time. Why is that?
Do not try to learn too much of my past. That is not why you are here.
Ah, but the other day when I was in your room, returning that Klingon opera you asked me to review, I found something quite interesting. A holodisc. Does it have a family scene?
Give me that!
So, you do have some dark secrets. Perhaps some skeletons in your closet?
If you wish to live out the day with your arms attached, I suggest that you pursue this no further. And in the meantime, stay away from my possessions.
Couture! Here are the representatives of the Romulan Empire.
Well on true. I am Tizan Relay Brita, and this is my name. Commander, why has the Admiral not come to greet us?
He is busy tending to other ships' business. We are still in hostile territory.
Are you suggesting that we Romulans would not honor ceasefire when it was we who invited you into our space?
Yeah. Romulans are known to be treacherous.
As Klingons are known to be brutal. But we're not here to discuss our personalities. I'm here to represent my empire in the negotiations towards a lasting peace between our governments.
There are only two of you.
What more can be accomplished by greater numbers? Two is sufficient to begin the process of talking. I see you harbor a fugitive on board your ship.
That should be of no concern to you.
It may well have some bearing on the negotiations. After all, she is a traitor to her people.
And it will take more than some minor diplomat of the Empire to demand my extradition.
She is under the protection of the Klingon Empire. And she is in my charge while she is on the ship.
Indeed. But you are correct. This has no bearing on the subject at hand. Commander, are we to remain in what appears to be a mess hall for the remainder of the trip?
If you do not like the mess hall, then perhaps you would prefer my quarters.
Based on the bits of food clinging to your clothing, I will remain here. I'm certain the mess hall is cleaner than your quarters.
Yeah. I will see if the Admiral will meet with you.
So it seems we're left alone together.
Forget your aid in the cause. Therefore, we are not truly alone.
Don't. You betrayed the Empire I'm newly appointed to the position. The Romulan Empire is still recovering from its war with the Dominion.
Yes, the war with the Dominion! Oh, that was an excellent battle, too. Wouldn't you agree, Ambassador?
I am a politician, and unlike the warrior caste, I do not find glory in war.
As Klingons do not trust politicians. But tell me, have you been involved in the reorganization of Cardassian space?
No, I've stayed closer to home, working as an intern in the diplomatic corps. The Empire preferred to send more experienced diplomats.
Yes, the Romulans have sent a vast delegation to debate the interim government there. But are you certain you have never been to Cardassia Prime, or any of the other planets within that system? For example, Septimus III.
I fail to understand the purpose of your question. I'm here to discuss a treaty whereby we will exchange information and technology to better both our respective empires.
Forgive me. Perhaps the war with the Dominion has left us all a little suspicious.
I understand. Hopefully we can cast those suspicions aside and work together.
Of course. In the meantime, if you would return to the mess area, I will discuss your sleeping arrangements with my executive officer.
Thank you, Admiral. I see you're still here.
I was waiting for you. I thought perhaps you might wish to try some of our delicious Klingon cuisine.
Forgive my rudeness, but I would rather have an earth or root beer float than share goth with you.
Oh, well, that is because you have never sampled gah with my own special sauce. I will get some for you immediately.
Finally, we're alone. I thought that oath would never leave. Did you get any information out of Ramar?
No, I did not.
She must have it. Her mission is to recover what she has stolen.
I hope these accommodations suit you.
What's this treachery? I demand you release us at once. I am a representative of the Romulan Empire and therefore entitled.
Except in cases where said diplomat might be a spy. It seems that you were not totally truthful with the Admiral in matters regarding Cardassia. Tell me, do you know of a Cardassian by the name of Marie?
I may have met her once. I don't remember.
What's a pity? She seems to remember you quite well. What is your true mission?
I assure you we are on a diplomatic mission.
Then the two of you will remain in here for the rest of the trip, or until we get the truth.
Wait. Is it possible for Ramar to visit? My aide is her brother, and I'm certain she would wish to speak with him.
Why did she not say this when you first came on board?
Romulans do not give open displays of affection before outsiders.
Very well. I will relay your message. However, it is up to her if she wishes to see you or not. Go.
I hope these accommodations meet your satisfaction. If you wish to tell me anything, I will be over here.
If I tell you that you stink like a Mugatu and have the face of a Bajoran Baluku, would that help?
Only if you are looking for a little romance for the remainder of the cruise. Once again, if you wish to tell me anything, I will be here.
Ooh, do not spill. I do not wish you spill it. You cannot have any. It is for her. There you are. I have brought you something that I am certain you will enjoy.
If it is worms slithering in some kind of disgusting sauce, I guarantee I will not enjoy it. Could you fetch me some vinegar?
Vinegar? That stuff tastes worse than even the Sergeant Major's socks after a 10-kilogram fight.
Perhaps if you were to put some of that special sauce you're always bragging about in it, the taste might improve.
Yes. Now that would be a challenge. A warrior's challenge. I will try it and see.
Wish to see me.
So as a traitor to the Empire, you're free to wander about on this ship? I hope you realize the shame you place on your brother and your family.
It was the only option left open to me. No one else would help me find my sister.
Yet when you left, you took with you information which could harm certain influential members of the Senate. I demand you return the data rod you stole.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know about any Dataron. And if I did, I most certainly would not give it to you.
There's no need for us to play this game of denial. I know you haven't. You forget that I can sense whether or not you're telling the truth.
And I have not forgotten that you're an empath. And that you had to go to Vulcan to learn to meditate to control your abilities.
What are you saying? Can she read minds now?
Only those that show some signs of intelligence, Klingon, so you should feel safe.
She is only an empath. Therefore, she can only sense emotions and feelings.
The information on that rod can no longer be of any use to you. The previous Senate was eliminated and no longer holds any power.
Ah, but a new Senate has taken its place, and they also have their dark secrets.
You are a fool if you think the information on that rod can be used to blackmail a few families. Your only option in regaining any standing within the Empire is to turn over the rod.
My, you seem awful anxious to obtain something that you claim is worthless. Perhaps your father, the esteemed senator who somehow managed to escape Shinzon's purge, he might like to have your little, pond farm mishap kept quiet.
So, the former agent of the Tal Shiar has been withholding information. Give it to me, and perhaps I will let you live in a cell next to her.
And are you threatening me? What possible use could you have of the information? Klingon?
I know of a certain house back on Kronos that would use the information to regain power of the High Council.
You are a greater fool than she is if you think a Klingon can gain any control over a Romulan. The data rod is rightfully mine.
That may be so, but you are locked in a cell, perhaps never to see your family again. So her only choice is to give it to me!
Ah, but you forget that I'm under the protection of Couture.
Yes, but Couture is not here now to protect you. An accident have been known to happen on both Klingon ships of war, proving quite fatal, especially to those non-Klingon.
Very well, you have made your point. I will go get it.
Now what am I to do with you two? Is it true that you can only sense emotions and feelings? What are you sensing now?
I'm sensing that you are about to have a problem.
What? Are you trying to frighten me? What problem am I about to have?
Greetings, brother! Do not bother to get up. I will not kill you. Now, there are other ways that I can harm you. For instance, how dishonored would you look if the prisoner were to escape while under your supervision?
Oh, you rotten piece of that! I will get you!
Yes! But not today!
Why would you, a Klingon, want to free us?
It was not my idea. I only agreed to get revenge on my brother.
Then who?
That would be me.
You!
You! What sort of game are you playing now?
A game of chess, and your role is pawn.
And what's your role in this? Queen?
No, like you, I'm merely a playing piece. Now take her while you still have the chance.
What about the data rod I was sent to retrieve?
Oh, you will not be taking that. But I do have some information here from a certain Cardassian.
What is it?
Just some information she has gathered on her stay on the ship.
So, Maori wishes to be rescued also.
No, she finds her captivity to be the perfect cover for her plans.
And is it your wish to remain on this ship as well?
I also have an agenda that I must fulfill before I can leave. Now take the ambassador to your shuttle. We will meet again soon.
Right! It's so delicious. What is this?
The prisoners, they have escaped. And the sergeant major, he was wounded. And me too.
But, wait a minute. This is terrible. This is impossible. This cannot be. She left without having a chance to try the new and improved Veterine. Oh, and what happened to you guys? Baltic to the bridge.
So
Baltic? Baltic?
Intruder alert! The prisoners have escaped. The sergeant major and Kator's pet have been wounded.
I want a security detail to begin a search immediately.
Admiral, a shuttle has just decloaked beneath us and is pulling away.
Live weapons on it.
We're able to do so. We still do not have tactical. And the entire weapons array system is still offline.
Do we have tractor beams?
I will have to divert power from the food replication system to get them operational.
I'm certain Baltic will survive.
Lock a tractor beam on that shuttle before it escapes.
Ah! Impossible, Admiral. It has recloaked.
Track them. Are we able to get a fix on their heading?
Negative. And without long-range scanners, I will not be able to trace their warp signature.
Quit chatting. I should have kept a watch of the prisoners myself.
Imagine how much easier the job would have been if only the security camera system was working. What place? A true Klingon would have no need for such luxuries.
Admiral, what are your orders?
Set a course for the nearest outpost for repairs. I believe today is now Tuesday.
Admiral, what about the Romulan ambassador?
I am certain we will cross paths again. However, send a bottle of Cardassian Canar down to Marie. She will know what it is for.
Gifts for a Cardassian? Yeah, if your mates were to find out, she might do some reconstructive surgery on those legs of yours. Why do you take such a risk?
You would have to know the game of chess to understand the risk that I'm willing to take. Meanwhile, this mission is over. Helm, ahead, warp factor 2. Engineer! We have to talk!
Actually, I believe I have room in my schedule next Tuesday.
As you have heard our Admiral say, this mission is over. You will have approximately 10 minutes for pictures and holofit. If you wish to learn more about the crew of the Stranglehold, or join the ship, then see our Admiral Kahan Den or Commander Kator. There is also information on the back table and a sign-up sheet. What are you doing?
I am trying to work on your wounds. If you would just shut up and sit still, I could get it done.
The wounds are not on this side. They are on this side. Give me that. Much better. Oh, yes. Before the medical officer can get a hold of you, go home!